Hello, it's Kat, from Kat's north of 65. I'm just gonna walk down here a little bit with you and show you a different viewpoint. It is a misty rain kind of day, which is quite prevalent. It's the norm pretty much for here. It is part of a rainforest, which extends through to the Clulet to Fino area. So I'm just gonna avoid the So this helipad area is off limits, but I can go around, show you the view. The helipad, from what I gather, is for the air ambulance because Haida Gwaii is remote. It's an 8-hour ferry ride from Prince Rupert, so excuse me, my throat is very froggy today. Hello, thank you for joining me. So, slightly different point of view from a couple of last days that I've been doing some lives. It's not really raining, it's much more of a misty, or at least right now it is. Hello, thanks for joining in. So, for those of you that may not know, if you have not been on my lives the last couple of days, I'm not at home in an NWT. I'm on Haida Gwaii. And I really shouldn't go any farther because this helipad is all cordoned off, so excuse me. Ashley, hi. Oh, hell no? What the? I don't understand what that means. What is this? This is a live feed, or a live, I guess. It's not a feed. I'm in Haida Gwaii, and the view is the Pacific Ocean. It's an inlet. There's several parts to Haida Gwaii's islands, and you can take a ferry, which I think goes over there, and then there's a village called Sandspit that you can go up to. It's very pretty. I was just noting, excuse me, that it's a very light, misty rain today. It's not an actual rain, it's just very misty. Very Scottish, as somebody else pointed out the other day. Thanks for everybody for joining. Obviously, it must be a better time of day. It's 11, almost 11:15 in the morning, where I am in BC. Yeah, there's a boat launch over there that I'm just gonna walk around the enclosed helipad to go over that way and check that out. Oh, Sri Lanka. Wow. Well, thank you for joining in. Yes, BC is beautiful and their coastal areas are amazing. This is part of the stretch of rainforest, and Clulet and Tofino on, I'm horrible with directions, on the open oceans, for lack of a better description, of Vancouver Island is also rainforest. So this is, from what I understand, fairly typical weather for rainforest, which kind of makes sense. Hello. So yeah, you can peek through the trees there and, oh, sorry. You can see it's less misty over there, but lots of cloud cover. There's So yeah, I'm just gonna walk around the gate for the helipad here. I was actually wondering if the helipad was used for any private helicopters, and I actually have no idea. The only helicopter that I've heard and seen over the past couple of days has been an air ambulance, because Haida Gwaii is remote. It takes an 8-hour ferry ride to get here from Prince Rupert. Sorry, I'm looking at this way. And she feels only. I'm just gonna play it safe and just walk along the edge of the road here. The shoulder is wider than I thought it was at this point. Bicyclists and any pedestrian traffic between the towns, villages, I guess. Sorry, I'm giving you a view of the ground at the moment because license plates on vehicles and privacy. Give me one sec here. Boat launch, right, okay. Give me a sec here and I'll just get out of the main way. Okay. Sorry about that. So the closest villages are Dodging Gids, which used to be Queen Charlotte City and renamed to the indigenous name of the Haida people. And Skidegit is further up there. There's Tallel. We were up at Tallel the other day, but the cell reception was non-existent, so I couldn't try and do a live there. It was only taking video to post later. Wow, Africa. That's a ways away. Excuse me. Really high humidity today, which is good for getting rid of the rest of my, well, it wasn't a cold, but I can't rest of my illness. Yeah, sorry, I don't know much about Sri Lanka, especially the weather, so I believe it's dry and hot, so yeah, I guess the mist would be very, very different. So yeah, there's a boat launch over there, and I think the weather must actually be drifting in from here because down the way it's not clear, but like there's a slight mist, but it's not like this. Scotland, you would find a lot of misty rain, and I think it's looks really cool for pictures like that right there. I actually have a short, I think, from Jackfish Back Home that was a foggy day that I had posted. Very pretty. This is also weather that we don't get back at home either. We do get fog. The jackfish, like I said, had fog. Delaney gets rolling fog when we lived there. It it's right along Great Bear Lake, and it's as big as one of the Great Lakes, but it's not considered as one of the Great Lakes, weirdly. But it basically makes its own weather system. So I guess I will walk back. There's nobody on at the moment, so excuse me while I... Oh, hello. Somebody came back on. I will show this viewpoint once more before I head back. And thanks for joining in. I don't know if the microphone catches the little drip, drip, drip. That is not raindrop kind of drips. It's just, like I said, a misty kind of drip. I love how the misty clouds look over mountains. Oh, I'm getting dripped on. Nothing to put on my hood. It is actually focused, by the way. I'm just making sure that that's just how misty and low-lying the cloud is right there. I'm glad it's a different experience for you, something that you haven't necessarily seen before. That's cool. I should also point out that you can see how much the tide comes in by the line along the shore there. Also, the trees here in the rainforest, along with Vancouver Island and northern BC, I guess, are just gigantic, especially in comparison to the trees where we live at 65 degrees north in northern Canada, in the Northwest Territories. We're not near the tree line, but they are shorter and they are much thinner. For a Monday morning, thanks for everybody who has been able to join. I am gonna go take you for a walk back. I will have to give you a not so great view of the ground to get past some cars for privacy's sake. So Please bear with me for a second. Actually, while I'm walking, I can show you this view. Sorry, one sec. There. Dean. Hello, Dean. On bus side of the road. Ah, PEI. Cool, cool, cool. My husband and I have visited PEI a couple of times, and my aunt and uncle have retired out there. Beautiful place. Saskatchewan. Yeah, we drive through Saskatchewan when we drive through or to Manitoba. I'm just gonna move. There's somebody backing on this road. Pause. I can't tell if that's an ambulance vehicle or not. I think it might be. Yeah, it is. Oh, North Battleford. Yeah, we've driven through there many times. Thanks for joining, Dean. Sorry for the viewpoint of the grass at the moment. I don't think we ever actually stopped in North Battleford more than a gas break. I think we overnighted in Saskatoon a couple of times. Sorry for the sidewalk view. Yeah, sec. Actually, I can show you this view as I'm walking. And depending on the bush, there are edible berries. Every time I Diefenbaker, every time I see that name, I think of Due South, the TV show. Dude, the back of your truck is open. I wonder if you realize that. Sorry, passing vehicle, the truck, and he had the back of his truck open. Misty, but not quite as misty as the other viewpoint. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, we quite often stop in Vancouver to see some family if we're going further out to either Vancouver Island or the second time I've been to Haida Gwaii now. And yeah, it's quite something. It's It's really feeds into the relaxation, and where we live is not hugely stressful. We left the city behind for a more rural place to work in, but yeah, I gotta love the West Coast. Atlantic Canada is quite the coast there is quite nice. Yes, I've been east 2 or 3 times now, and my aunt and uncle retired out there, so uh, every couple of years probably we will go visit them. We got to check out New Brunswick a little bit more than I had thought to before. I wasn't hugely impressed with New Brunswick's tourism or follow through on what tried to be tourism, but and the fog was quite something that I had never experienced before. The highway in New Brunswick, I think we were going towards St. Andrews, and the fog combined with that highway was not something I had experienced before. And the a fog coming off of St. John's working harbor. Ah, lobster fisherman. Yeah. Yeah, anytime I go out to pee, I have myself a lobster roll. And fortunately, because my husband and I are celiac and we both have a dairy issue, that they're pretty good with gluten-free bread and buns. So I was really quite happy that a lot of the seafood places, like for instance, oh, I can't remember what the chain is. Dave's? I think it must be Dave's Lobster. They had gluten-free roll, which was great, and they didn't have any dairy in their mayonnaise, so that was great. There is, and you probably know this place, in Charlottetown, there is a floating wharf, I guess, that has a bunch of different. They're not really kiosks, but they're not restaurants either. And there's this one place that is run by a celiac, and it's deep fried fish and chips, and it's dedicated gluten free. It's awesome. Fish and chips that we could have. And there's a couple of other things that are down there, but that's my favorite place. My husband is now allergic to corn, so he can't do that anymore, but sorry, there's one comment there, Dina, I'm not quite understanding. Eskumiak. Yeah, that name does not ring a bell, but I'm guessing it's a sea disaster. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, I kind of miss those the Canada shorts, for lack of a better, the historic Canadian that would come on during commercial times when, I haven't had cable forever, but the Canadian historical snippets and, the Halifax explosion that probably every Canadian kid knows if, they grew up during cable. The 90s, yeah. Okay, that's when it was. I shall try and remember to check that out. Oh, Sappos. That's a little late for my when I grew up. Burnt toast. I'm assuming burnt toast is more than just burnt toast or something there I'm missing. Oh, that's what your comment was. NB is a shithole. Yeah. Well, um, yeah, it's we have a friend that is from New Brunswick, and that's still her home. She has family there and everything. So I don't want to badmouth it, but it wasn't a place that I had expected to tour through to see, but we did unexpectedly, and yeah, I gotta say, PEI is a destination. Nova Scotia, you actually have to go out of your way unless you're flying into Halifax and driving out of Halifax. Or not, yeah. If you're driving out of Halifax through Nova Scotia, it's kind of a one-way. Canadian minutes, yeah. Young girl Chantel, hello. Thanks for joining in. Heritage minutes, is that what it was called? I'm along that line of thread. I am the elbows up movement. Oh, good Lord, why is his name not coming to mind? I've gone a blank on it. Mike Myers. Sheesh. I think I read that he started it out as just a fluke, adding it in there when all that crap started, and he didn't expect it to quite take off the way it did, but his timing was pretty impeccable on that, and yeah. Here's a couple of photos that I have, and video, that I took when we were, I think it was Long Beach, actually, towards Tofino. And I still need to get them printed on canvas. I don't know why it takes me so long. I think originally I had was looking at an American company to get them printed, and then the whole movement of buy Canadian came up, and then I was looking for a new vendor at this viewpoint of the Misty mountains is what reminded me of that I really want to do that and get the photo printed. That's the word. Oh, getting a little bit heavier than misting. I'll put my hood up. Dean, you'll probably appreciate this. We were in a Inuktitut, and we went on a whale watching tour, and he drove us towards Tofino, and we had the most amazing experience with a gray whale, never to be repeated. And the poor captain of the ship, he did everything he could do by the books. The gray whale did not want to abide by the marine rules, and he had to cut the engine and everything. And I need to, I'm looking for an app to take out the other people's voices from around me, so that, give them the privacy. But There's some amazing of footage that of this gray whale that would never be repeated. He was trying to, she was doing its best to try and scrape barnacles off, I think, but such an experience. Try an app called Sea People. Oh, cool. I will do that. Hi, Michael. It's nice to meet you. I don't think I've seen your name pop up in the lives before, so thanks for checking out this live. Hopefully you like the content, and we'll check back my channel later. I am not at home, so this will not be the usual content. It's a treat for you all and myself. Home is pretty too. I would walk down this grassy bank, but I'm in my runners with rubber bottoms, so I don't really want to slide. Oh, cool. Both to Portsmouth and to living on a boat. We have been thinking about liveaboards for retirement out the west coast here, and we have a place where we live, but it's one of those things where, would we like to go away for part of our very cold winter? And my husband loves being on boats, sailing, loves sailing, and he hasn't done that for quite some time. Yeah, we're looking. Well, we're looking to see, obviously not new, because unless you've won the lottery, that's not a thing. But yeah, we've been sort of taking a look at pricing and older boats, and we are actually building up a farm in the north. Well, I don't know that we're under new farms. We are a new farm, doing it from scratch. But to our knowledge, nobody recently has developed a farm where we live in the north. We are, for context, 80 kilometers below Inuvik. So that's below the Arctic Circle by 80 kilometers. So they have polar night for the whole of December. We have about 3.5 hours of reduced sunlight. So that's about the difference between the two of us. Two towns? Cities? I think we're both towns. Pretty sure I've been to, actually no, sorry, that was Southampton. I was about to say I'm pretty sure I've been to Portsmouth, but I don't think I have. It was Southampton that I went to visit cousins many years ago. So for your liveaboard, is it a regular kind of ocean boat, or is it, because I know we've seen a lot of videos on canals in England, and a lot of houseboats that are built for canals there, which are also equally as cool. I think we're getting more rain. I might be heading in very shortly because it's coming down harder. And the mountains over there are pretty much gone. 39 foot, yeah. Well, speaking of barges, wow, that's there. Yellowknife, I don't live in Yellowknife, but Yellowknife has what's called Houseboat Bay because of all the houseboats. Although I don't know how much that has changed because the water level for the last year and a half went substantially down, and actually Houseboat Bay really didn't have much water left in that section of the lake, which is Great Slave Lake. Yeah, I imagine it would be a little bit cheaper than owning a house, because Britain sure as heck is not cheap. Oh, 20 quid for internet? Shit. How is water free, by the way? Wow. Oh, nice. You have, is that your electricity? Is that solar and or wind? I suppose it also could be water, because there's water generators now that you can just plop in the water. And probably doesn't get too cold there. Because the one thing we were looking at with the West Coast is it can get too cool to actually overwinter. Baba, hello. Ah, gotcha. So Royal Marines. Yeah, it's raining on me pretty good. I've got a rain jacket on, but I'm going to head in. Actually, I don't need to head in. I can just go into the porch. Yeah, diesel heater. So the petrol must not be overly expensive to be able to do that. Okay, I'm just gonna head under this. A little too wet. Not particularly chilly or anything, but yeah, it's coming down now. I don't know if the eagles will be out today, but there's I think it's in the morning actually, when fishermen come up, and apparently there's a place on that boat launch to get fish, and the eagles just go crazy in groups. And there was one morning where I was fortunate enough to see them, and I took some footage and posted the live. So if you're interested in that, go check it out, because that was quite cool from my standpoint. I'd never seen so many eagles diving and chasing each other. How's my work? Right now I'm on holiday. It's just totally blended with the sky now. Oh, you even fish for food. Cool. I actually have no idea what type of fish is. No, that's not true. I mean, I've had fresh fish from, east coast of Scotland, I think it is, around Aberdeen. The haddock was amazing. So I don't know if it's it's same fish around the UK. Let's put it that way. I think you can get cod there too, but to fish off of. I just saw your comment. For sure. Hope you check back the channel later, Michael. Have a great day, or, well, actually, no, evening. Late evening. No, early morning. Sorry, I just looked at the clock. Have a good day, because it's like 6, 7 a.m. there. For me, it's almost lunchtime. Okay, have a good sleep. Oh, 8 p.m., okay. I think this is the first day it's been quite this misty and rainy. If the eagles come back out later, I will try and do another live. Oh, that's late, Baba. 12:20 a.m. Well, late for me anyway. I understand this is usual West Coast weather. Tiny little birdie. Same tiny little birdie. I don't think it went on camera though. I'm not covering it with mic. Where am I holding the camera? So thanks to everybody who's joined on and off this live. I really appreciate that. Do check back my channel. See if there's any prior footage that you're interested in. That would be cool. And if you would like to follow the channel for a couple more days of this scenery and what life is like in the Northwest Territories, where I am sort of close to the Arctic Circle, please do follow the channel. We will start getting shorter days for light. We were just talking about the other day, when our snow first starts being in about second week of September, I think. We start, well, actually the light has already started to be less. I think that was the end of June when it, I think it's actually June 21st when I think it's this, I want to say it's solstice. Somebody's commented here. Yeah, I don't like to show my face a lot on my videos. It's mostly for the scenery around me. Sometimes I do, and those are on my channel. Yeah, I just It depends when I choose to. And I have semi-curly hair, so the high humidity of about 88% just makes it very, what's the word to describe that? Anyway, yeah, no, I don't show myself on camera a lot. That's just by choice. Anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed the view here, and that you'll check back once we're home as well while we're still here. And if you're interested what remote life is at 65 degrees north in Canada, our the region that we live is called the Satu, and we have a winter road from about December 22nd through to the end of March if we're lucky. We have a winter road that connects to an all-season road, and very much vying for a complete all-season road so that we could drive down south anytime, which would be great for freighting goods. I think we have one barge that is en route right now for some additional heating fuel, as well as gas and possibly aviation fuel to top us up. And I think they're talking about possibly second barge depending on how the water levels are. Oh, I just saw something dive. Now, my husband said he saw a seal the other day. That is a duck or a bird. I thought it might be a seal because he saw some the other day while he was kayaking, but Canadian white peas. I've actually never seen white peas. That's interesting. But I am not I am not, don't really like peas myself, so I don't really pay attention. Beans, white beans, I have. And we've actually tried growing some last year. We were successful growing some beans, which grow in pods, but I was not successful with drying them. So the next time I try growing beans, I have to find a better method for drying them. I left them on the stalks until the shell was dry, but the actual peas, once I shelled them, I put them in a Ziploc, and that was a bad choice. I think I probably should have jarred them, if anything, but if any of you have ever grown beans and successfully dried them and stored them, please let me know. So I think I am going to stop this or end this live for now, and see how the weather develops and if the eagles come out later. Hopefully you'll pop around and check it out. Okay, thanks everybody. Really appreciate you tuning in. Have a great day, a great night, wherever you may be in the world, in the time zone you're in. Thanks everybody. See you later, hopefully. Bye.